What Venezuela can learn from South Korea. Today, we discuss.
Welcome to Venezuela Insider, the only place in Venezuela for expats, digital nomads, entrepreneurs, investors, travelers, and related internationals. For more information, venezuelainsider.com.
South Korea has become very popular on the past decade or so. We have the PSI, believe, Gangnam Style, at some point the most played video on YouTube. Also very popular, the music, the pop, Korean pop music, the K-pop. Probably you're not a fan of that, me neither, but it's very popular worldwide. And especially this group of young men called BTS, I believe, and well, many other stars on that genre. And you have seen the sensation on Netflix, like the Squid Game, and also many Korean series. Also, many Korean soap operas are competing with the Latin American telenovelas. Also, the Oscar winning movie Parasite, very popular. So, now South Korea is known all over the world thanks to their culture, and this is a product that they export to the rest of the world, and this is known as soft power. And soft power, the definition is, well, you can Google it, but it's basically this intangible influence that one country has over the rest of the world that is not political or economical or military, just the rest of the world is very attracted to any particular country or culture because of this cultural equity that this particular country has. Well, this phenomenon of soft power, also other nations are trying to emulate. For instance, Qatar did it, of course, with money, and they hosted the World Cup last year, and also they bought the PSG, the Paris Saint-Germain, the French club, and other nations in Middle East, rich nations on the Gulf, that are doing the same. The most successful one is Emirates with Dubai and all the infrastructure and such. And many countries are trying to replicate that. And some other countries have this soft power on a lesser degree and without making heavy investments. For instance, like say Mexico has a great soft power because they have a rich culture, a fun culture, and they were able to export it worldwide. Same thing with Italy, also Japan, something similar to South Korea, anime, technology. But I'm talking not only about the high-end technology. I'm talking just they are known for have good technology and these TV shows and movies. And so Japan is a cool place on the world. Many people want to visit it, not because it's the best country around the world, but has cool things to say the least. And of course, the best on the last century is been the United States, with Hollywood, with the TV shows, with the music, also with the sports, the NBA, the NFL, the Major League Baseball. Well, the hockey is not as popular in the rest of the world. But I mean, this culture, many people want to visit the United States because they want to see the suburban houses, or they want to see how they live. They want to go to the mall, the Walmart and the mall, and Disney. Of course, Disney probably the most important thing about the United States. Kids want to visit Disney worldwide, and they want to see how Americans live because Hollywood did at some point an excellent job on that. And if you're watching the States, there is not much to know about this country. It's kind of boring with the same strip mall and the same Walmart. I mean, but it's a cool place. I mean, so I like the States, by the way. I don't bash against it. And well, any particular case, I use the reference of South Korea because South Korea actually did investment, both public investment by the government and also private investments, in order to gain that soft power that right now they're enjoying and reaps benefits for the economy. You get increases on tourism, on exports, and overall gives a good reputation to the country. And I believe it's a great country. I've never been in South Korea, by the way. So If you're from there or you've been there, so please leave it on the comments below. And something that it's kind of the good things. When good things happen, it's good to make publicity out of them and see how you can replicate it. Now, can Venezuela learn and apply this strategy to create soft power all over the world, just like South Korea did? Well, it's actually have been tried to a lesser degree, first by the government. What happened was, that happened mostly on the Chavez era with Maduro, not as much. Actually, he invested in Hollywood stars. He paid Oliver Stone to do a documentary about the country and South America overall. It's called South of the Border. And if you're not a lefty, a left-leaning person, please don't watch it. Also invested a lot on culture and also on creating, cultural products in order to export to the rest of the country. However, they have a strong political bias, and so those projects were unsuccessful on fit that bill, and that's why for the government side is not gonna be that good. The most successful cultural endeavor that the government did, or it was heavy invested, is there are two things. First, with music, using I already speak about it, I believe on Twitter, of Gustavo Dudamel. He's a music maestro. He's a orchestra director, and actually he has won Grammys and so on. So he's been in Hollywood. So he exported the capacity, the talent of classical music from Venezuela to the rest of the world. Very good on that regard. Also, Dudamel is very heavily criticized amongst the Venezuelan population, but that's other thing. And also he did it with sports. Actually, one of the successful things that the Chavismo did was investing heavily on sports. Venezuela was pretty bad on most sports, except for baseball. Venezuela has always been excellent on baseball, still very good, actually kind of better than the old days. But on the rest of the sports, Venezuela was pretty bad. Our soccer team was awful, or usually the worst on South America. Basketball, kind of okay. And Olympic sports, nothing. So the government invested first. He brought the Copa America. It's kind of like the World Cup here in South America. We had it. We had great stadiums back then. Also invested on the local team, on the national soccer team, or football if you're from the UK. Basketball, Venezuela's always been basketball, but invested also on the basketball national team. It's kind of we had NBA players who played on the NBA, by the way. Also on Olympics, actually Venezuela invested heavily. We had a gold medal winner on Limardo on fencing. Venezuela, the Venezuelan government invested on fencing. And also lately, the superstar here in Venezuela is a woman known as Yulimar Rojas, that actually not only won the gold medal, is the best. She's the best on her discipline, and she won on Tokyo, and she's basically the best woman at her sport. But basically, something that actually gave a little bit of soft power to Venezuela on the sports side. Of course, the soft power that the government has is not the best, but something that I want to mention because I'm a sports geek. But after that, there is not much to say about, at the moment about the Venezuelan soft power, but it's something that I want to mention today because Venezuela has a lot of things that can become soft power. Well, I have to say first, the tourism, Venezuela has a lot of beautiful things. This is a beautiful country. I don't say it because I live here. It's just, it is what it is. It's a beautiful country. I'm proud to say that I live in a beautiful country. And we have beaches, mountains, and anything in between, forests, you name it. So if you're an outdoor guy or gal, you have a lot of things to do on the country. Also, we have, it's a fun country to be. Venezuela is a fun country to visit. It's a fun country when you get used to the country. And this is the most important thing, something that I would like to, to export that soft power. because and that has value, that has economic value. It's not just fairy dust and hopes and dreams and astrology. It's valuable. I mean, you can, it's an intangible value that you can reap economic benefits from that. Anyone involved, could be just the local people working by the beach or by the mountain, or people working on the touristic sector, or small entrepreneurs, or fishermen, or whatever involved, to even, of course, a big shot empresario that wants to take a shot on the touristic sector. So, first, I love that. But the most important thing is the lifestyle. See, Venezuela, what happens is that Venezuela is a country that you struggle a lot because there are a lot of socioeconomic struggles that you see on the country, and solving all the time those struggles, because most people are impoverished within Venezuela and they cannot enjoy a country that is very enjoyable. The lifestyle in Venezuela, when you are able to solve and manage those issues, it's a very fun country to be with that. And that's something that you have to experience by yourself. And it's very hard to put in numbers or in GDP or any financial ROI investment. It's something intangible, but it's something valuable. And that's why, if you have the possibility and you understand what you're doing, that's what I invite you to know Venezuela. Maybe Venezuela can become the next South Korea.
Thank you for watching Venezuela Insider. Please like, share, and subscribe. Follow us on social media. If you want to work with us, VenezuelaInsider.com. Thanks again, and have a nice day.